Why would you not just walk into the bathroom? Why would you go out to piss on the floor? No. I turn this off. Mac, no. Mac, no. He's biting.
Hello from the void, it's Rose. Welcome back to my channel and to my Not So Berry challenge. I apologise in advance for any croaky voice and also this general demeanour. I currently have what I'm pretty sure is COVID, but my tests keep saying no, so this entire demeanour is brought to you today, sponsored by a disease other than COVID. How old-fashioned. We're back with the Spectras, where Carmine is really focusing on her political career at the moment. She's kind of put her serial romantic aspiration on hold. She's dating Genesis, trying to raise her toddler son, Mac, and yeah, asking for a bit of help from her chaotic mother, Flor. So we're going to check back in with them, see what's going on, see what happens next. Hopefully not too much chaos, hopefully a bit of chaos. Let's go.
We rejoined the Spectras on Wednesday morning after presumably a solid night's sleep, and Flor, who is old, is on her way over to help us out. Just going to give her a quick old person look because, yeah, I don't love that hair on her, so I'm going to change it out to another one that I did download for somebody else, but I actually think is really cute on her. So, new hair for Elder Flor. Will she become more responsible with old age, or will she continue to influence our young yellow heir in the direction of chaos? We will wait and see. But let's be honest, it's going to be chaos. This is my save, this is my game, and I like it. Although I think I had a glitched mod. It's been a little bit saner since I took that out, and I can't put it back in because it generates loads of last exceptions. Mac is awake and looking for some attention. He's in just about as good of condition as the flat, as in stinking and fetid, and Flor has finally got off the computer long enough to change his... Did you just throw that over your shoulder? That's probably stuck to the wall now. That's horrifying. Where did that even go? Let's go and try and wash the child in the sink because he is stinky. His clothes are visibly covered in filth, but we don't have a bath or a washing machine, so there's only so much we can do to help him. And Flor is now just giving work a call, saying, hey, I've been banned by my daughter from bringing my grandson with me to the rocket factory, so yeah, I can't come in today, so I'm just going to stay here and watch him play a really boring game on his little tiny iPad. After a while, I thought maybe I should try and get him to learn some speakings. In my head, this is Flor being like, your mother says that aliens don't exist, but I had 2 alien children, and my housemate is an alien and their parent, so, you know, your mother's full of crap, frankly. And Mac could be like, what's crap? Carmine is off at work. Hopefully we'll get promoted today, although I am not certain whether or not that is going to happen. Flor's run outside to talk to Mo. Mo. Oh, she's literally like, absolutely not. I got you out of my life. You're not coming back in. She's just got on her bike and ran away. And we did get promoted. Okay, so we're going to select the politician branch because that is what is dictated by the Not So Berry rules, which again, I have not checked. And we are now a civil servant. I used to be one of those. Wouldn't recommend. We did use the promotion money to get a few new bits and bobs to the house, including a bathtub, so that when Mac wakes up from his nap, we can wash him, because it feels really irresponsible to have our child running around the neighbourhood looking like absolute crap, especially if we're going to try and get elected later in life. And speaking of that, we have successfully secured Flor's vote. It would be concerning if we couldn't, because she's literally our mother, and if we couldn't get Flor's vote, that would be a pretty low bar of failure. Carmine, why don't you take him upstairs, which we had to teleport him because I forgot toddlers can't go up ladders, but he's upstairs is the main thing, and he is in the bath. Restaurant not functional. I don't think I've ever been to a restaurant, so bye bye. I do think the child bath interaction is adorable. Flor's gone home. I had her make some dinner before she went, and then we are going to have Carmine do her due diligence and just read a little bit of Driving to Mars to Mac before bedtime. I feel like she reads like 2 pages every night. She's like, and then the space crabs, they attack the Mars lander, and then he's asleep, and she's like, okay, maybe I should come home from work earlier, but I'm not going to. Curtis is calling. Hey honey, when are you going to come visit? Oh, is he... So I've told him to come over because I have a feeling that he's a bit older than Flor, so it could be that he's in his last days, and we haven't seen him in a while. I don't think one visit would be enough that Mac and him would like become friends, and Mac is obviously not allowed any friends aside from Flor, and like Carmine, but you can't really help Carmine being friends with him because she had to feed him and stuff when he was a baby. And I'm not going to have her like be horrible to him because that just doesn't jibe for me with really loves her child thing. But Mac, why don't you get up, have some dinner, and say hello to your granddad, who you have met before. He was here at New Year's. Oh, Genesis is here. Curtis, why are you in the bin, babe? get out the bin, babe. Okay, Mac, why don't you grab some floor food? Or are you going to take it back to eat in bed? Boy after my own heart, that is definitely one of my worst habits. And now we're all gonna gather in the tiny, tiny dining nook. I really wish a feature the game had is that you could set what the family's primary gathering spot is. So you click on a room and be like, in the same way that you set the front door, be like, this is where they like to hang out. Because the living room has plenty of chairs. We could all sit down in the living room. But no, instead, we're going to awkwardly stand and watch Carmine try and secure her father's vote. I do feel like look at little Mac's wishes, they're all to interact with his mum, and Genesis is over, also trying to interact with Carmine. I feel like the low-key story of this generation is Carmine is always doing something and not really paying attention to the people that need things from her. You know, so right now she's focusing on politicking her dad and also, you know, saying bye to him. Oh, look, such a cute interaction. Look, daddy and granddad. And, you know, she's not paying attention really to, like, what her kid needs, and she's not really paying attention to what her relationship needs. And, yeah, that's going to be a challenge for her. Curtis, get out of there. Get out. You made that mess. Now you're dancing in it. Get out. Get out. Oh, everyone is obsessed with that bin. I got us a new recycling bin because I'm trying to stop our taxes being so high. Go away. We don't want any vampires here. Anyway, but if people keep getting in the bin, then I am going to have to get rid of it. And Curtis has gone. Glad he didn't get eaten on the way out. Next morning has dawned bright and smoggy, and Carmine is furiously eating some yogurt parfait. I don't know why you're mad, babe. Someone else made it. You haven't cooked since you became an adult. But we are going to make you clean up because this house is getting to the point of being absolutely revolting, and you are a snob, so you do want to be perceived to be doing well, and I can't stand it, frankly. Flor is here for her daily babysitting duties, but Carmine wants to have a few words with her. I just feel like there's a little bit of tension between, obviously, Flor and Mac are spending an awful lot of time together, and Carmine's potentially like, can't you just do some normal stuff with him? Like, don't take him to your work, don't tell him about aliens, just take him somewhere educational, or take him to the park, or whatever. And, you know, I would just really appreciate if, when I have entrusted you with my child, you would do what I would do with them. And Flor's a little bit like, yeah, you don't do anything with him. Does anyone know why at the beginning of the play interaction they lie on the floor for like half a second? Because it always really annoys me. It's an incredibly cute interaction, like one of my favourites in the game by far. It's just stinking adorable. But there's that like little glitch at the beginning where it's like they do half a burpee before they start swinging the kid round their head. Anyway, if anyone knows, pop it in the comments because I genuinely have never been able to work it out. Like, was that bit meant to be a longer animation and it just got compressed? I'd want to know. Right, Mac is getting furious, Flor, so maybe stop spinning him around by his head because he's going to vomit or just scream at you. Or just poop his diaper. I do want to try and get his skills up quite high. I don't think we can get them to 5, but if we can get the happy toddler trait, that would be solid. Anyway, while she's doing the admin of popping him on his potty, Flor is also thinking about what she could do with Mac that might meet Carmine's specifications, whilst also acknowledging, you know, the kind of person that Flor is. So, we are taking Mac to the most educational place we could think of, which is obviously the abandoned science lab in Strangeville. Flor's from Strangeville, she loves Strangeville, she loves science, and in her mind there's no danger here, it's just a nice abandoned lab. And, you know, it's got sand, kids love sand, it's got pipes, kids love pipes. And she's just gonna, you know, take him out to enjoy the ambience and explain to him the importance of science. Oh, and Curtis is dead. Well, I'm assuming that's what it is because everyone suddenly got very sad and we all got a phone call at the same time. Flor, interestingly, despite having been, not married to Curtis, but lived with him for ages, does not seem affected whatsoever. She's just doing her flashcards. But yeah, just waiting for it to load properly, but Curtis is now a little grey face. Well, we got that one last night together. Peony's still a baby, we will pop over and see her when the time comes. Having taken Max somewhere educational, Flor's now taken him to the park, and is not paying any attention to him at all. He just, look at his sad little face, such a sad little egg. The Strangeville park is actually crap. I came here thinking maybe they would have like one of the jungle gyms for toddlers so I could get his movement skill up, but there's nothing here, so we're gonna go home because you're very sad and been a long day, and, you know, after the lab, really, the park just couldn't live up to anything. Although, apparently, Flor did have a bunch of ketchup and flour in her pockets, so Mac is, you know, playing out his sadness in that format. We've done the handover, and we are a very sad little Rosie household. Carmine's very sad, Mac is very sad, so we're going to pop him in bed. try and read him a bit of his story, see if we can't perk him up a bit. But yeah, despite the fact we didn't see a lot of Curtis, and I was always a bit rude about him. Level 3 writing job. No, I don't think so. I am a little bit sad that he's gone, not least because it reminds me that Flor's days are kind of numbered, because I will be genuinely gutted when she's gone. Anyway, I think he's already asleep, Carmine, so you don't have to tell him about the acid rain until tomorrow. Oh, a fox! Fox Mulder. Is he on Mars? It's an X-Files reference for anyone who is younger than me or just doesn't watch that show. It's my absolute favourite. Carmine, what? Why would you not just walk into the bathroom? Why would you go out to piss on the floor? Like, this is... Oh, and now she's sleeping in her own pee water. Because that is what is in that bathtub. Mac hasn't quite got the hang of reading yet, but I like his ambition. He's got his copy of Driving to Mars and he's just given it a nice chew whilst his mum is asleep upstairs in the bathtub, which is super safe. She does eventually get up. I assume she didn't spend the entire night in the bath, although she's thinking about wet socks, which is kind of upsetting. She's just not in a particularly good frame of mind. Matt could really use a bath, but for now I'm going to let him have some breakfast and hang out with his mum a little bit before she goes off to work, because they do not see a lot of each other and it's nice to have some parent-son time. Carmine really is on the struggle bus this morning. Mac is trying to make conversation with her, but she's just like, leave me alone, I'm watching TV and I'm sad. Wait, what? What? No, I turned this off. I mean, how did you get behind the mirror? But also, I made it so Carmine couldn't get her pregnant, but she is pregnant. How the hell? Like, there's only meant to be one kid. Mac is supposed to be the only one, and you're sad. I'm sad. This is not what we agreed, babe. Like, what have you done? I don't know what to do about this. I am incredibly confused. I genuinely thought I'd made it so that this was impossible and was going to, like, trade in on the perks of her dating a woman by turning off the pregnancy setting, but she is definitely pregnant. And I mean, she's supposed to be focusing on her career, but now what do we do? Okay, well, we've got Genesis over. Maybe she'll have some ideas, or maybe she won't. I mean, we are technically together. Maybe she would move in and help us, because at the moment Flor is helping, but I don't feel like Flor is necessarily equipped to take care of a newborn, and Carmine's got work. We hardly have any time to figure this out, and they're choking on the pollution because I still haven't cleaned up Evergreen Harbour because I haven't had time because of everything happening, and oh my god, what am I gonna do? I'm definitely not freaking out. You're freaking out. This is completely fine. This is probably because of when the game crashed. Maybe the settings didn't save, but okay, let's start out. Surprise! I'm having a baby, and Genesis is like, okay, cool. Is it mine? Cool. Alright. Well, she's not taking it terribly. She doesn't seem to be taking it amazingly. Flor is inside hiding from the thunder. She's terrified of thunder. Because she did get struck by lightning, remember? Don't know why you'd remember, but in case you remember, she did get struck by lightning. Anyway, Carmine and Genesis having a bit of an awkward conversation. Like, they are definitely in love. It's just their lives don't match, and now they have to think about what to do with a kid. This is going to be super complicated. I need to turn the game off and go and sit in my thoughts for a bit, because this is... Remember when I was like, oh, it's not super duper chaotic, and I miss it? I take it back. I don't miss it. I just want, to have one child who is well taken care of and to not have any of the drama. Yeah, Genesis, that face exactly. Anyway, one good thing is we can now clean our kid, and Flor is just like hiding upstairs with Mac being like, yes, some things are happening, kiddo, but it's gonna... Genesis, why are you naked? Why are you naked? I mean, you've got a great body, but there is a child here, and he does not need to be seeing all of that. Flor doesn't need to be seeing all of that. Yeah, that face. Good lord, this has gone from like 0 to messy in a second and a half. So let's go visit Daisy and Crimson and try and restore some novelty, and let's meet little Peony. I did give her a little makeover because I wasn't going to leave her with the ugly things she was wearing. But look, I mean, she's super sad about Curtis too, but look how cute she is. She's very cute. What could have been if the airvote had gone the other way? Mac is... Oh, Mac, no! Mac, no! He's biting. I mean, he's had a very difficult day, but don't bite your cousin. I mean, I guess that does make it easier for me to rationalise why they wouldn't become friends, despite being, like, close to the same age. Because Mac is just, honestly, a bit of a wreckage. Like, he's fallen asleep on the ground, and Peony's in her, like, cute little threads, you know, upright, not asleep in the daytime on the ground, just conversing with an adult, not biting other toddlers. I can see why Daisy and Crimson might not want Mac to be a big influence in Peony's life, and I can also see why Carmine might not want the comparison, because she's definitely not the same sort of, like, present and attentive parent that Crimson clearly is. I mean, just look at him. He's like, "You okay, little girl? How you doing?" Whereas we have Flor with an umbrella letting Mac run on his own into the house that's meters and meters away, despite the fact he's not really very steady, in a rainstorm, in a lightning storm, sorry, just making him do it on his own whilst we are at work. Yeah. There's definitely a discrepancy there between the kids' experiences, so that could make a lot of sense why they can't be friends. But that's still a bit sad. And it's one of the reasons I'm so, like, gutted and confused about this pregnancy, because the baby can't be friends with Mac, so how do I handle that? Carmine is back from work. Oh, and she's finally gained the workaholic lifestyle. That took her long enough. Is the junk food fiend one new? I don't think I've seen that. Anyway, that should help me drive her character in the direction it was already going, and also make it a bit easier for her to get promoted, because I think I can send her to work outside of work hours, although that won't help with her parenting issues, but she's probably not thinking about that just yet. We're going to have a little mother-daughter soup session. We made ourselves some nice butternut soup, and you know, let's get Mac in on the party. It's nice to share a meal, especially after a sad day with Daddy and Granddaddy dying, although they're both feeling okay-ish at the moment. Carmine managed to level up her comedy skill, which honestly is impressive. Now, unfortunately for Mac and Carmine's relationship, we have a daily work task of securing votes, and we've secured Flor's votes, and Mac is too young to have one, so we do have to go out into the world, and I figured Carmine should get to know her colleagues, and apparently she only has one. It's this guy, Kiyoshi, who, isn't he the guy that would come to our house as a teenager and hit on Flor? So that's terrifying. I mean, he's still, you know, keeping it close to the family, but maybe the fact we're heavily pregnant will put him off. Whatever it was, we tried to persuade him to vote for us, and he said no, which is really annoying, so we're going to have to work on him a bit longer. Oh, he's wandered off. Well, I'm sure there's someone else here. Is there anyone else here? Why is this place abandoned? We came here for people. Where are the people? Outside growing meat? I did not know we could do that, and I don't think I like it. Or they were now running away. Oh, that's fine. We're just going inside. That's actually quite sensible behaviour. Well done, Carmine. Right, now, why don't you try and see if Cecilia, who's looking cringy and scared, will listen to your politics. Come on, Cecilia. Help a pregnant lady out. You're a programmer? That's great. You could be an upside-down cake swindler. We would not give a damn. Just please give us your political backing. And yeah, we'll look at a picture of your children. It's fine. Well, we successfully promoted our policies. Come on. Now, can we please also have your... No, come back. Come back. We're very, very tired. We need to go home and go to bed and, you know, take care of our child and get them back from the babysitter. Kiyoshi, please. Please. I know we tried this already, but, you know, it's been a couple hours. Maybe you've reconsidered, had time to think through the genius of what I'm saying. Oh, and he's checking in on us. Checking on our sadness. We're getting some emotions. Don't hit on him. We're past that stage in our lives. Although I guess actually we're not, because we do still have to have like 4 more boy and girl friends. So maybe Kyoshi, but so far Carmine's not hitting on him. And yay, we successfully secured his vote. So I'm just going to send her home. Little lightning rod jeans with her umbrella down the big metal walkway. This is incredibly dangerous, again. And that seems an appropriately on-brand way to end. Carmine abandoning her responsibilities to go and garner political favour, walking home in an incredibly reckless way, trying not to think about the consequences of her actions.
I've really got to stop asking for chaos when I don't actually want it. I didn't want a second baby. I mean, I did, but the rules say just one baby. Mac is meant to be a lonely only child, and now what am I going to do? I was going to have Carmine and Genesis break up this episode, and now they're going to be parents. What are they going to do about it? What's Mac going to do about it? Bite the baby? Anyway, if you've got any amazing ideas, pop them in the comments. I've got a couple of ideas myself, but I'm very open to someone with like the best idea in the entire world. Anyway, that's definitely going to put a hitch in my plans. So next time we will be meeting our new baby, trying to work out what to do with them. Mac's going to be aging up to a child anytime now. It's his birthday coming up, and I'm not really ready yet. So yeah, lots to look forward to. Thank you so much for watching. If you're still here, do give me a little thumbs up, wave in the comments, tell me how your day's going, tell me how you think my COVID looks, and I will see you next time. Bye.